their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
You ain't got nothing. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
59 Mike. 59 Mike. Check. 59. Here we go. Mike.
Now.
2nd and 6. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A gain of 22.
Bravo.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Gonna let one fly. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On the check down, he finds Kamara.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third.
I got you. 58, right over there. 734. 58, right there.
From the gun, it's Carr. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
It's our time. It's our time.
Throwing now is Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's Kamara off the draw. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Hey, wahoo!
59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59.
808. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Check.
White.
Check.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Dexter Lawrence has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. From the gun, Carr. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Hey, I-7. 29. 29.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, come on, now. 58 for Mike, 58.
Hey, Delta. Watch the screen.
To throw on third down. Carr. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Kill.
Hey, Alpha.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Switch.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Flushed out right. Open target here, Darius Slayton. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Rush in. X3. 218. Chopper.
Check 59. Mike is in.
Operating from the gun. Jones. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And he works free. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys. But you and I both know it's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Jones on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Saquon Barkley. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Switch up, switch up. Go.
Here's Jones operating from the gun toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. On 3rd down, Carr. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Carr now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Again, it's Kamara. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check 24.
Express.
Now Carr. That ball complete to Isabella. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
And the Saints, 1st down.
Carr now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Strip the ball. Strip that. Switch.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Good trap. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, D.
Shoot.
Hill on 3rd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Lutz's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Shit.
6-6, pull it high. Yo, go.
He's coming in motion. Hey. He's coming. We got jump.
Hey, Zoo. 5.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Ready up.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 36-yard line.
Watch the twist.
Snap.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Down. 18 Gator.
59. Let's go.
Hey, Haywood.
Check 50.
And I...
Jones now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Saints 24, Giants 9.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory, backed up.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
Go now. 10-2 stop.
59. Let's go, Heavy.
Get it.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Reed. Pilot. 64. Reed. 2.
On 2nd and 9. Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Tate bringing it in for the Giant touchdown. Golden Tate, his first touchdown on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Oh, will the Giants able to recover? Yes. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Mike, check. 59.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Von Bell. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The run there on first down, going to get them 5 up to the 30. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw, Carr. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Kamara trying the right side. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it.
Previous stop tell me you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Saints, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.